First thing you need to do is read the top part of this and understand that your interest rate that you will be using for part 1 and 2 is going to be the 6.25% for 30 years and 5.75 for 15 year. We will be using the Freddie Mac Affordability Home Buying Budget Calculator to estimate our maximum payment and our maximum value that we can afford for the house. First thing we want to do is go ahead and open up that calculator. We're going to put in our criteria of $250,000 per year. We have $200 in debt, and we are putting a down payment of $80,000. The term we are going to buy on is going to be 30 years, and we're looking at an interest rate of 6.25. So that is going to give us an affordability of $852,770 with a monthly payment that we can afford of $5,833. So I'm going to go ahead and take this amount, copy that, make sure that you go ahead and put that inside of your max payment. And then the house value is going to be this amount. Okay, so once we get that in, and make sure that your answers are in red. So if it does not paste in red, make sure that it does get put in as red. Then find a house using the max house value. So we are going to, in order to do this, we are going to link to Zillow. And I would like us to look for Chicago, Illinois. And I would like to look for sale. Make sure you are on for sale. The price that we can afford is what we put in there earlier, that $852,770. I'm going to apply that to, it is going to start limiting what we can afford. And the property type, I want a condo for this instance, unless I specify another way inside of your Google Classroom. Let's make it a condo. And you could look for more options. Maybe you do not want to look at foreclosures. Maybe you want to make sure it has AC. These are things that, we could have decided, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Maybe I do want at least a 2-bedroom. So I'm going to leave it at a 2-bedroom, 2+ bedroom, and I'm going to save. And then I'm going to update. Then I'm going to maybe zoom in on the area that I want. I do know I want downtown Chicago, so I'm going to look for the Chicago River, and I would like something maybe along the river here. So it's going to give me a bunch of options here that I can look at. And you will pick one. Maybe I will just pick this one. And then once you pick it, maybe take a look at it. Click on it, look at all the images. Looks like it has, building views. Would you like different view? Maybe you want to look at a different apartment. Bedrooms, they look decent size. They have bathrooms, good walk-in closet, whatever it is that you're interested in. Are they showing any amenities for the place that you are renting or that you will be paying an HOA for? I can see they have a pool, etc. So if I go back to the listing, I can see that I do have an HOA of $1,119 a month. And again, go down through here, look at anything that you're interested in. The 2 bedrooms, it is 2 full baths. I do have central air, etc. Next thing I want to do is I want to, I've decided if that's the one you decide that you want, or that's the one we decide that we want, we are going to go ahead and utilize this number as the price that we're going to pay. So I'm going to copy that. Again, I'm all about working smart, not hard. So we are going to go back up here, and the house price, oops, I put the payment first, that's okay. We're putting the price first, and then the payment. It's going to be put in here. Now, if you do not see an estimated payment here, scroll down until you see something that says offer insights, or you could see buyability. Okay, and this is what they're guessing that my house payment will be. They did include the HOAs. They are including principal and interest. And they are including other costs, which my assumption for other costs would be like taxes and insurance. So I'm going to copy that and go back here and Command-Shift-V. I'm going to put that in. Link to the house. Now to link to the house, we are going to scroll back up here and I'm going to go up. And if you notice in the URL, it says 222 in Columbus Drive, apartment, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it says, if it looks like an address, that is a link to that. So I am going to copy that. And I'm going to go ahead and paste my link right here. Now links will paste in if you hit a space, it will paste in as blue, so you're good with that. And then the last thing that you need to know is it says put an image of the house below this text, and I want to know, is there an HOA? Yes, there is. So I'm just going to either remove everything or just type yes. I want to put a picture of this. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to right click. I'm going to save image as, or actually what's easier is I can right click and I can hit copy image. I can go in here and I am going to Control V to paste it in, and please make it a little bit smaller. I want it much smaller actually, so that so it's not going on, taking up an entire page. And that is going to give you some information that we will have to work with, or an example to work with your client that is coming up, which is Sarah Johnson. Okay, so you're going to do Sarah Johnson. You're going to find her 2 houses. You're going to be her realtor, and you're going to find 2 houses fitting her criteria. Her criteria, I'm going to push this down a little further here, is going to be, after you figure out how much she can afford, you're going to use this information up here to figure out how much she can afford. You are going to base it on a location of your choice. Anything in red, you are going to replace this text with a state of your choice. You're going to find at least a 2-bedroom. It needs to be at least 1,500 square feet. It needs to have central air conditioning, and it also needs to be a single-story family home. Okay, so let me just run through how you're going to put that into Realtor.com. So I'm going to go out of here. I am going to go to more options for a minute, and I'm going to say reset all filters. It's going to clear out all the filters that I have put in here. So for her, you will have to put in the price. You're going to have to figure that out, and you're going to have to put that in. She does want a 2-bedroom. She does not specify bathroom, so we're just going to put that. The property type, she wants a house. So I'm going to deselect all and select only homes. In Chicago, there are no homes inside. I would have to zoom way further out in order to get any red dots on the page. But you shouldn't choose Chicago. You can pick it somewhere else. And then under more options, you will end up scrolling down and you will say square feet. She wants a minimum of 1,500 square feet. So we're going to put 1,500 here. And she also wants to have AC or air conditioning. Okay. And so then when you're done, you are going to look at the options that you have to your availability. But again, don't forget, you do have to put in that maximum price. Don't forget to put that in. You have to figure that out. So once you figure that out, you're going to find 2 houses for her. So find 2 good ones.